You know, the hatred of police and law enforcement these days, and police enforcing specific laws, traffic laws, and a lack of personal accountability you see on social media these days, it's truly astounding. I've been posting tips on crime prevention, traffic enforcement, all kinds of secrets and tactics used by police for many years now, across all platforms, and it never ceases to amaze me how many people use the same old comments, that it's nothing but a money grab or another form of taxation. Now, there's actually two reasons in particular why those comments make no sense at all, and I'll get into that in a couple minutes. I'm not talking about what people can perceive to be speed traps here, okay? I'm talking about all kinds of enforcement. In fact, back in the day, I used to purposely post where the police were going to be setting up radar or laser the next day or the next week because of a high level of complaints. We would post exactly where the police were going to be focusing on their speed enforcement. And some people would actually get mad about this. Some of the police officers would get mad about this. But at the end of the day, when you look at the stats, it actually didn't change a thing. We would post the locations where police are going to be all week. They're going to be concentrating on this area, this crime specifically, and there was not one drop in a level of tickets or fines that were given up. I've posted hundreds of videos over the years explaining the laws in a very, very easy way. I dumb it down. And again, I have to say this, I don't dumb things down for you, the audience. I dumb things down for me so I can explain it or I can understand it more, because it can be very confusing.
Hey officer, can I ask you a question about your equipment?
Sure.
What is that right there?
It's an in-car camera.
In-car camera, what does that mean?
It records interaction with the public and the police.
Is it always recording?
No, it records when the emergency equipment is activated or I manually...
Is there sound on it?
No. Yes, there is sound. It does record voice.
Okay. Thanks, officer.
No problem.
Good thing to have.
Yeah, it is. Take care.
Yeah.
Some of the videos cover speed enforcement, distracted driving, impaired driving, seat belts, not stopping for red lights, not stopping for school buses. We've covered aftermarket vehicle accessories and mods such as exhaust systems, window tints, license plate covers. We've covered the Trespass to Property Act, theft, robbery, you name it. Anything that people request, we usually make a video on. But again, what gets me is the amount of people coming up with the same unoriginal comment that this is another form of taxation or a money grab for the city. And I explained that that logic doesn't make sense for two reasons. The first reason is that the crime committed was completely preventable. I'm going to use speeding as an example because it's so common. And I'm not talking about a speed trap, okay? Or doing a couple kilometers over the limit. I'm talking about excessive speeding or stunt driving in excess of 50 kilometers over the limit.
I heard if you're doing 49 over the limit and above, you get charged with stunt driving. Is that what that guy did?
Yes, the driver was charged with stunt driving, excessive speed. To be exact, for this driver, it was 120 kilometers an hour in a 40 kilometer an hour zone.
So what happens with his driver's license in the car? Does he lose it?
The license is suspended for 30 days automatic, and the vehicle is impounded for 14 days.
The amount of people that get mad at the police in the comments of those excessive speeding videos, again, it's astounding. Imagine defending that and thinking that it shouldn't be enforced. Same with running stop signs, especially in school zones. Parking your vehicle in a handicap spot because you just wanted to run in for 1 minute.
Hey officer, you seriously giving that guy a ticket for parking the accessibility spot?
That's right.
How much?
It's $450.
He was literally here for 2 minutes, okay? He went in, he grabbed a coffee, he came
Unless
back
you
out,
have
he's
an
gone.
accessible permit, you cannot park here. There's plenty of other spots you could have walked over to.
Did the police somehow force you into doing these things? Were you tricked into doing these things? No, not at all. You made a conscious decision. Don't park there. Don't speed. Don't run that stop sign. That's on you. I've posted videos in the past saying specifically this is what police are looking for. Save your hard-earned money. Don't give them excuse. Go spend money on your family member, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner. Blow it on useless things like I do all the time. But don't just deflect responsibility whatsoever. Take responsibility for your actions. Now, the second excuse, and I shouldn't really joke about this, is that there's a genuine safety concern for yourself or somebody else if you don't follow these laws or if you do those things. The easiest example for this is not stopping for a school bus. It's a very expensive fine. There's a lot of points. Your insurance is going to go up. But is it really a money grab?
Hey, I saw you just give a guy a ticket. What for?
Failing to stop for school bus.
Oh yeah, school's back. How much is that?
It's $490, 6 points.
So your insurance goes up too?
100%.
You know what? Should be more in my opinion. Thanks, officer.
Stop for school buses.
You got it.
I can give another extreme example. Drinking and driving. Driving while intoxicated. How many innocent people lose their lives every year because somebody chose to get behind the wheel of a vehicle and drive after they've been drinking alcohol? You wouldn't call that a money grab. Now let's compare that to the distracted driving fines, which people do call a money grab. I don't have the exact stats with me. I posted them in the past, but in the province of Ontario, over the last couple of years, there's been more accidents or injuries related to distracted driving than impaired driving. I'll take that a step further. Looking at the amount of collisions, injuries, and deaths caused by impaired driving compared to distracted driving every year, if you're the passenger of a vehicle, would you feel comfortable letting the driver take out a bottle of wine and start drinking it while they're driving? No, I don't think so. Looking at this from a statistical point of view, if you're the passenger of a vehicle, you should feel just as uncomfortable about the driver pulling out a cell phone and start texting away, messaging people while they're operating a motor vehicle. Another popular comment that comes up time and time again on police pages where they talk about traffic enforcement is "go fight real crime." That's a dumb comment and makes no sense at all. It makes as little sense as firefighters don't drive around in their trucks looking for fires, so police officers shouldn't be driving around wasting their time looking for crimes. I mean, give your head a shake.
Traffic crimes cost society more, devastate more Canadian families, and inflict more physical insult than all other crimes combined.
There's something to say for a strong police presence in certain situations. Flying the flag, as it's commonly referred to. Back when I was a school resource officer, if we had information about a fight or something big that was going to be taking place after school, we would call up primary response. We would ask the dispatchers to detail some primary response vehicles to the area in the effort of preventing the fight from happening. It works. I think some of the biggest haters, or the people who leave the most vindictive comments on these social media posts regarding traffic enforcement, are probably from people who have received those tickets and now this is their way of lashing out. They don't know what to do, so they take it online because that's what people do these days. All right, before I end this video, this is very important, okay? I'm trying to save you money. When this video is over, go down to your vehicle, check and make sure the ownership is there or a copy of the ownership. Make sure it's signed and make sure your proof of insurance are in the vehicle as well, or you have a copy of the proof of insurance. These are fines, these are tickets, they're unnecessary. I told you, I'm trying to save you money. Don't give the cops an excuse. Thank you very much for paying attention, and until the next video, be safe out there, look after one another, and perhaps we will see you again.